Should be an exciting night tonight. So you can tell me when the people start to come in.
Okay.
And we'll start.
No viewers yet.
No, it looks like it's a bit slow because I haven't been here for a while. Hey everyone, just waiting for everyone to come in. It's a bit slow tonight. We are posting from Sydney and it's very cold, very rainy, and you should all be inside watching this show actually. But we've got a very exciting night tonight. I've got a guest. I've got the beautiful Ella coming in. She's an actress. Hello, there's Mohammed, and she'll be working with me on the show. Kaya's overseas, so she's not available. And Ella's lovely. She's a great actress, and always wanted to be since she was a little girl. She was telling me before. So welcome, and I'll introduce her soon. And who else have we got? We got Sharon Timbos. Can you tell me the names when they call out?
Okay.
I haven't got my glasses on.
Sarah Dacres.
And Sarah, there's Sarah. Hey Sarah, how you going in Queensland? I hope it's not windy and cold up there. I'm sure it's not. It's ridiculous here. It's about 7 degrees, isn't it, Ella?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nancy.
Hi Nancy, how are you? Lovely for you to join. I hope you enjoy the show.
Susan Fitzler.
And there's hi Susan, how you going down in Canberra? Hope it's not too cold for you. You got your woolens on and your thermal gear. It's pretty cold, yeah. And it's thanks for joining us. Joanne, hi Joanne, how are you? Anyway, I think I'll get going. So I'm just going to explain. I've got a lolly in my mouth because I've actually had what I call the cough flu, like this coughing. I've had it for 4 weeks, and that's why I had to cancel one of the shows because I got a very sore throat, and then I started to get this coughing thing. So if you hear me coughing and that, please forgive me because it's a horrible thing. I just hope you don't get it. It's called the coughing flu. That's what I'm calling it anyway, and it drives you crazy. And I've been trying everything, and I've still got it. So yeah, there you go. So I think I'll start. So we've got enough people coming in, and also you can watch the replay. So the reason I've got the lolly in my mouth is to try and suppress the cough. Okay. Who else have we got there?
We've got Jessica.
Hey Jessica, how are you, gorgeous?
And Janelle.
Janelle, hi Janelle, how are you?
Sylvia.
Hi Sylvia, welcome back everyone. Thanks for joining me again and supporting everything I do. I really appreciate it.
We have Tony.
Hi Tony, how are you?
And another Janelle.
Hey Janelle, how are you? Welcome to the show. We'll be talking about past lives tonight and send in all your questions.
We've got Toots.
Toots, hi Toots, how are you, gorgeous?
Sabrina.
I pick up you got sore bones, Toots. I don't know if that's true, but a bit of stiffness when I tune into you.
Sabrina.
Hey Sabrina, how are you?
Jana.
Jana, yeah. Du norske Jana? No? I wonder if she's Norwegian or Scandinavian. I'll be heading up to Scandinavia in September. I haven't been there for a very, very long time. So I'm also going to Finland. So I can't wait. I like all those Scandinavian countries. Yeah, they're cool.
That's where Kaya is now.
Kaya's over in Norway. She's in England. She was born over in Norway. So I think I'll start before I lose my voice. So let's start, okay? So just to let you know, I've got the cough. It sounds like that's terrible. So that may come in, but let's get going. The psychic stuff still works 100%. So no matter how sick you are, you're always psychic because the energy's always there. You're always getting lots of information. So the psychic part of me is never sick. It's just the physical. That's all it is. Okay, so I'm going to do the cards now, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So if you'd like to listen, and also if you miss out, you can look at the recording. So number 1 is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about cutting off things that no longer serve you. There may be some sort of situation in your life it's really getting under your skin, and you think, oh, I've just had enough of that. This could be people that are really irritating you. Because just let's face it, this is a year 9, it's a universal 9. So a lot of us are just clearing everything out and just getting rid of people that no longer serve us. So it's a big year for that. 9 is a very universal year for cutting off things that no longer serve us. So this is all about cutting off what no longer serves you. It could be toxic friends, it could be a job, it could be an old habit that you've got that you want to get rid of. Like, oh God, I'm so sick of being overweight. Well, you know, why don't you go on a diet or do something about it? So that's about cutting off things that no longer serve you. Okay. And then the second card I've got, number 2, is the Strength card. And all I'm hearing is you can do it. You can do it because you've got the strength, you've got the power, you're strong, you can do anything you want. You really just have to believe in yourself. So no matter what situation you're in, you will be fine because you're strong and nobody can harm you. This kind of reminds me of the Three Little Pigs. This is the little pig who had the brick house. You're the little pig who had the brick house. You're the person that you're smart, you're intelligent, no one can blow your house down because you've got the brick house and you're safe and you're secure and you're switched on. So that's all about the strength. So if you're not feeling strong, you need to switch the bitch and you need to own it and be powerful, be strong. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is the star. That's for all those starlets out there. Look, so it's for all the 3 people who pick number 3. So the people, if you pick this, believe in your dreams. Just believe in your dreams, believe in yourself, follow your path. Like, what do you really want to do? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Should you be this? Should you be that? You really need to own who you are as a soul and start to walk your path and speak, talk your talk is what it's saying. So you've got some beautiful things happening in your life. There's a lot of light coming into your life, and you might be, I feel that you're at a moment in your life where you think, oh my God, I finally know what I want to do. I finally understand who I am. And that's what the star is. It's sort of embracing you. It's telling you you're the star. You've got this beautiful light around you, believing in all your hopes and your dreams, and just go for it. So if there's something you're thinking of, it's time to just move forward. And number 4 card is all about the Fool. I love this card. It's probably one of my favorites because I'm a person who gets very easily bored. So the 4 is all about new beginnings, like jumping out into the unknown and like the risk taker, not even taking it, not even worrying about it. Just go for it. Just think, oh, stuff it. I'm just going to do it. And you've got lots of opportunities coming. You've actually got a new dawn. And you're kind of not even thinking of, of the consequences. You think, I'm just going to do it because I need to do it. I can feel it in my bones. So that's about new beginnings, and it's quite exciting. And just go for it because you've got lots of action coming up. And you may have been in a time of stagnation. So now you won't be bored anymore. Things will start to move. So just hang on to your hat because things are going to really start to go. So they're the 4 cards. So I hope you enjoyed that. And tonight we'll be talking about past lives. Now, past lives is a very powerful, how can I explain it? We've all had past lives, and that's where you meet people and stuff. But anyway, we're going to talk about it now. I'm going to bring Ella in. Hey, Ella, come in.
Hello.
We're talking about past lives.
Hello, everyone. Past lives. They're so interesting.
This is the lovely Ella. Just get you to move over a bit. Yeah. Ella's an actress, aren't you, Ella? Yeah, and you were telling me before you felt that you've always wanted to be an actress. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, probably since I was in my early 20s, I wanted to do acting. But yeah, you said before that in a past life I was an actress.
Yeah, I gave her a reading before, and I was saying that I could see her grandfather came through and was talking about she used to be a Shakespearean actress.
Yep. And I've always loved Shakespeare, so there you go.
That's incredible.
Yeah, if there's something that you enjoy or something that you like, you may have done it in a past life.
Well, for example, like past life, it's when you're drawn to certain places, or you sort of have a deja vu. Oh my God, I've been here before. I know this place, or what's going on, and it's just sort of it's a knowing. I really can feel this place. Like years ago, I used to dream about. I grew up on the south coast, and I used to always dream about the snow. And my mother used to say, but you don't know anything about the snow. We live near the beach. There is no snow. And I used to dream about it all the time. And sometimes I used to wake up crying. And when I finished my nursing training, I took a one-way ticket, went overseas. And I ended up in Norway. And when I went there, I could speak the language within 6 weeks.
Wow.
Because I was a Viking.
Yeah.
And I was there for about 5 years. Always been drawn to those Scandinavian countries because it's like I felt like I'd come home because I never really felt like I fitted in where I lived. It was very strange.
I've had that before when I went to Botswana. Oh, actually, it was when I touched down in South Africa. I had this feeling. I was like, I've been here before.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
It's a knowing, and I've been here before. But sometimes there may be other places in the world that can be very unpleasant.
Or people, relationships.
Oh, people, relationships. Like I do a lot of readings. That's what I do, and I I had a client the other day. She said, "I met this guy and I had this really strong attraction." I said, "Well, it doesn't mean it's a good one."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because sometimes you can have someone come in that was actually a bad person in a past life.
Yeah. Just because they feel familiar
Or
doesn't
you
mean
may-
it's going to be fun.
That's right. And sometimes you may even have someone that's can come in as what we call a contract player. Contract players come in the time of your life when you're about to make, really grow, sort of
Yes.
energetically to another level,
Yes.
and or a vibration. So often people can come in your life, and they might come in a time of life where you might be breaking up with your boyfriend or your husband, or something's happened, or you just go for this massive shift or a change. And sometimes people will come in, contract players, to remind you who you are.
Usually
That's
quite
quite
painful.
incredible.
Painful contracts.
Not really, because the thing is that with these past lives, these people we meet from past lives, it feels sexual because there's a fine line between sexuality and spirituality. So people get confused. A lot of clients go like, it happened to me too, but you get confused. You think it's like it's going to be boyfriend, girlfriend, but actually it's not. It's just a spiritual connection.
That makes a lot of sense. It really
Because
does.
often one of the people won't really be interested anyway. You can think, well, what's that about? Am I reading this wrong? Yes, you are, because it's not a sexual relationship, it's a spiritual.
And so, for any of you people who've been called old souls,
And
old souls usually had a few past lives.
yeah, old souls are people who've been on the planet many, many times, and they're usually carrying a lot of wisdom. And often, it's quite exciting, isn't it? I'm getting back to meeting people, like,
Yeah.
I know you, those sort of connections from past lives.
Yes.
It's pretty incredible.
It
Also,
is.
it could be places you go to, and you might be awakened by smells. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can feel it. It's emotional, and you think, oh my God, I can really relate.
Definitely.
It's crazy. Like, I had this client once. She said she went to England. She'd never been there before. Always wanted to go. Like you being an actress, you always wanted to be an actress. She went to England, and she said she knew all the street names. She recognised them. That's it. I know that street. I know that. It was quite incredible.
It's amazing.
Well, tell us about you being an actress. You had it you used to dream about it, didn't you?
I did. When I was much younger, I wanted to be a ballerina,
Right.
but I always wanted to be a performer. I was always dancing and doing something. And then when I moved to Germany in my early 20s, I was in a German short film,
Nice.
and that's how I started.
And I bet it just felt like, this is so easy.
It was so easy.
Yeah.
Like the first class I did, they were like, "Wow, you're really talented." I was like, "I've never done this before."
Yeah, because you know it, because it's in your soul,
Yeah.
your soul essence.
And talking about past lives, are there any new souls?
They are, and often the new souls are what we call the hybrid souls, or the star children. It's people who've had other lifetimes on other planets, because they've never had much. They've only come to Earth just for an experience. And a lot of these star people or hybrid souls, they've often had many, many lives. They're cosmic, and they've had many lives on other planets, but not on Earth. Okay,
Wow.
so to them everything's new. The energies and the reality is very harsh. And hey, let's face it, Earth's a hard gig.
It is. It is.
With all the wars and all the politics and bullshit, it's like sometimes I look and I just shake my head at the cruelty and what's going on, in different countries, and it just does my head in how people can be so cruel and so nasty and so awful,
Right now, a lot of
Humanity
head shaking.
it's Earth's a tough gig. Look at all the wars we've had. It just keeps it's all about egos, destruction, and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's really quite incredible.
it is. I will just say before, Toots said that she does have sore bones.
Oh, gee, Toots, yeah, I could feel it. As soon as I said your name, I sort of tuned in. I don't know if you've got arthritis or something, but I don't know. I feel that hydrotherapy would be really good for you, Toots.
Water therapy.
Water, like in the water, that sort of thing. Look, at the end of the day, you just got to keep walking. You got to keep moving, because I used to say that to my father. He used to just sit in a chair, and I said, "Dad, get out of the death chair. It's like a death chair, because you're just sitting there all day." Anyway, he did. He just sat there, and now he lost his legs. But that's not going to happen to you too. So I'm just saying, I felt the pain. So try and address it if you can.
Yeah.
I know you probably do. Yeah. I mean, we all do.
Better to
Weights
be
are really
early.
good too, Weights.
Yeah.
Weights are really good for bones and muscles, and it's sort of physio,
Yeah.
heated pools, that sort of thing. Yeah, But as I was saying, living on Earth is a hard gig. So the new souls are actually the hybrids and the star children. You know, who people that lived on another planet, and these souls are very psychic, very very psychic, and usually they have some sort of mission, some sort of mission. You know, it's usually to help humanity, and they're here to help raise the vibration on the planet.
Oh, interesting. So do they usually have an easier time manifesting and getting what they want because they don't have the baggage?
They have a lot of difficulty too, because a lot of people with, like, I've had other planets on, I've had lifetimes on other planets because I've done a lot of hypnotherapy. I'm a hypnotherapist. I've done a lot of past life regression, and I've done a lot of work for years, probably 20 years I've done all this, and that's why I work for Dolores Cannon in the States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she's, if you want to get some good
Amazing.
literature, have a look at Dolores Cannon. She's fabulous. She does a lot of work with the ETs and that sort of stuff. And I used to go to a lot of ET conferences.
Wow.
So I can really relate, because I'm ADHD and my brain, I've got a fast brain. It's really hard for me to concentrate. You probably notice it, everyone. I'm sort of all over the place when I talk, because my brain, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
A lot of
there.
psychics are there. A lot of psychics do have, yeah.
Okay, should we get into some questions?
Sure.
Okay. So
Is there any questions about the past life? So look, if you're familiar with something, if you have if you feel familiar at a place you go, you've probably been there before.
there are a few people saying, yes, I'm an old soul. Morgana says that she strongly feels in the 1920s to 1930s she was in Shanghai.
Right. Well, that'd be something very interesting to do.
There you go.
To look at. And I feel if you can, you could probably go there. And it's like I said with me, with the Norwegian connection, as soon as I went there, I could speak the language within 6 weeks, and through reading Mickey Mouse magazines. And a lot of people say, well, that's impossible. How do you do that? I'm there, I don't know. I thought I was this really hyper intelligent person, okay?
Yeah.
But I wasn't. It was a past life. I was a Viking.
This is an interesting one. Tony said, I feel my daughter was my mother and I was her daughter.
Often that's true, because they often stay in the same soul groups.
Yeah.
That's true.
And a lot of kids, when they come
Also
earthside,
animals too can often animals you have a connection with, fur babies. Often they're part of a soul group, and they could have been your mother or your father or someone like that.
That's so lovely.
So we all take on different roles. So animals definitely can have a connection with past lives as well.
And has anybody seen those videos of kids when they're young and they can remember their past lives?
Well, that just proves it, doesn't it? That
definitely.
proves it. Because kids usually psychically remember everything until the age of 7, and then it seems to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Someone's saying Dolores was amazing.
Yeah, Dolores is an amazing human being, and I studied with her for 5 years.
Wow.
When she came out to Australia. So she was fascinating, but she was in areas like me. And I remember one day she told me, I wrote this book. This is back in the day, because I'm a writer and I've written quite a lot of books, and I gave her a book to review because she had her own publishing company back then, and she just said, she wrote me a letter saying, this is shit, start again. I laughed because she was so funny. She's straight to the point.
So brash.
I thought only another Aries could say that to an Aries.
100%.
That was her. She didn't want to muck around. She had no time. She did so much work on the planet, Dolores, that she didn't have time to muck around with, idiots like me that, what do you think of this book? It's been done, Kerrie. Start again. It's shit, I loved it. I thought it was great.
And did you start again?
Yeah, I did. I thought, she's right. So then I started, and then even to the extent that last year I won an award in New York for one of my books. Yeah,
amazing.
so
How many
so I
books have you
followed her.
written now?
I've done 12, but I've just written
12.
2 more, so they'll probably be coming out next year.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I've written a lot about the star people, actually, everyone, if anyone's interested in that.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this the new souls?
No, this is about the hybrid souls and the
the
star
hybrid
children.
souls. Star children.
And all the different types, and so I've done a lot of work on that. But you're either into it or you're not, it's sort of like 50-50, isn't it?
It is.
Sometimes people think, oh, that's bullshit, but unless you've had the experience, like I had past life regressions, I've seen myself on other planets, because I've worked in different academies, and I've explored a lot of my lifetimes, so it's quite, because I just wanted to improve myself. But you can do that too. Also through past life regression, you can get rid of phobias.
Yes.
Did you know that?
I did.
Because you carry all the memories from your lifetimes.
Yes, I actually have one of my friends, Annabelle. She did a past life regression, and she saw herself in a past life. She was in a tribe, and she got pushed over a log, and hurt her back.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always had a sore back, and after she did that past life regression,
It'll be clear.
she cleared it.
Well, it's also people with asthma or people, that's often people who've drowned. Also, I worked on a client who had a terrible rash all over his body, and it was because he was burnt in a fire, you know, in one of his lifetimes. Then I've had people that, you know, they were too scared to walk into their power because they've been burnt at the stake because they're a witch.
Of course.
You know, that's a very big theme.
Definitely.
You know, but, you know, with past lives, you know, you're not like Cleopatra or, you know, that's just ego stuff. You know, a lot of people think, oh no, I was Cleopatra. No, you weren't, babe. You were just, you know, the camel feeder. You know.
And does everybody bring in their past lives and like the wounds from their past lives?
You can get rid of phobias with past life regression.
Yeah.
Or Dolores Cannon calls it, you know, fractionalization of the soul, where you have you're not being able to move forward in personal relationships. And so I usually take the person back to the time, what's stopping you from moving forward in a loving soulmate relationship, and then they'll go to the lifetime. And it's usually an old program where they were worthless, didn't have love, their husband could have died, their partner could have died, something terrible's happened. So you just clear it, and then boom, they're back to normality.
There you go. I've also heard that people have done past lives and they've been in igloos in a past life, and they were all so close together that they've become fearful of being in spaces or loving intimate relationships.
Or you just give them a new program and you can clear that.
Yeah.
Also, it's incredible, you know, the mind.
It is.
It's incredible, the mind, you know, what you can do, like with past lives, as Dolores Cannon used to call it, fractionalization of the soul. So you heal it, and then they're healed, you know, with the quantum healing.
Yeah.
So it's quite incredible how it works. It fascinates me, all that sort of stuff. And you really have to experience it to believe it. You have to have an open mind.
Is it the subconscious that you're working with?
We're working with the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind.
Yeah.
So you clear it from the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind carries all the memories from every other lifetime. You know.
Sounds like we could all use a bit of past
It's
life
like
regression.
what do they call it? The archaic records.
Oh yeah, the Akashic.
I can never say it right. I've done other, you know.
Akashic?
Akashic.
Are we saying it right, everybody?
Yeah, that's because we're connecting with those records.
Yeah.
Which is or our blueprint, our blueprints of all the different lifetimes, and we can actually program. We can be the most successful people in the world because we're releasing the karma. We're reprogramming the brain. We're giving them a different program. It's fascinating stuff, you know.
It is.
It's all about positivity, because, you know, it's nothing worse. Like, tell them the story with you. Sorry, I'm coughing all the time. I don't know what to do. You tell them about the actress. You know how you felt something was blocking you until you said, I did a reading for you, and your grandfather came through.
Oh, yes.
And he said she used to be a Shakespearean actress. And I said it to her. She goes, oh my God, I've always liked Shakespeare. How did you know? And I was, not me, it's your grandfather just said it. You know?
Yeah. And it's nice as well when you hear that you have had that in a past life, because you're like, okay, if I did that in a past life, I can do it again.
Of course you can, but you're drawn to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like and you're very good. You're like a chameleon in a way. You can do anything.
Love that.
But getting back to the star people,
yes.
Before she coughs again, you know, you'll have dreams, or you won't feel like you fit in, and you feel like you don't belong here. You know, it's quite interesting. Interesting stuff. But we're all here about love. We're all here for lessons and learning. And Earth is a tough gig, and it's all about staying positive and sending lots and lots of light out into the world, because there's so many nutcases there, isn't there?
There is.
Negative energy.
There is. And how do you protect yourself against negative energy?
We just put beautiful white light around you, and you keep positive and give yourself affirmations, and don't hang around with toxic people that make you feel bad. I think that's one of the real ones, actually, like people that make you feel bad. Like people often, you know, when you think about how many kind, beautiful people are there in the world?
So many.
Yeah, because if you are kind, if you're nice, you send a lot of light. I try to do that. You get attacked a lot. So you really protect yourself, and you put a beautiful blue cloak around you too.
Love that.
So it's about being positive, everyone, and, you know, helping humanity.
Thank you, Kerrie.
No worries. If there's any questions throughout the night about past lives, we'd love to help you.
Definitely.
But moving on.
Shall we get started?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and everybody, make those questions specific. We won't be answering general questions. Is that right?
Well, it's not a general reading. It's just very fast.
A general reading. So the first question we have is from the lovely Elizabeth. It says, "Hi ladies, I've had a brain disorder for 3 years. Do you see me making full recovery soon? And will I pick up the skincare business again, but solo? Thanks so much."
Look, I feel you do have a breakthrough coming. I feel it's been a very, very tough lesson for you. It's almost like you feel powerless, and you're not that sort of person. And I do feel you will have a breakthrough, but I feel also you need to live within your limits, because it's almost like you've been, you talk about programs, it's like you've been, who you were before is not who you are now. So it's about living within your limits. As for the skin thing you're talking about, I feel you can do it. I feel anything you love, Elizabeth, you can do, because you love it. And it's not hard, it's not difficult, because you love it, is what I'm getting. But I just feel you need to live within the limitations of who you are now, because you're not the same person as you were before, is what I'm getting. But, you just got to keep going, because sometimes you have very hard days, but I do feel it's almost like you're making peace with yourself, so to speak. It's like me, I'm getting older. Sure, I've got, tight knees, and I get flus a lot, because my immune gets run down. But, I've just got to live within the limits. I think we all do, don't we? We're not all 29, like the beautiful lady here.
28.
Oh, 28. Sorry, I gave her an extra year. But you know what I mean? We're not young girls anymore, are we?
We're not. Should we pull a card for Elizabeth?
Yes, you can.
From this pile?
We'll use the celebrity.
Oh, Elizabeth, you got Doris Day. Animals are a man's best friend.
I love Doris Day.
And animals are a perfect companion for when you're having a recovery.
They sure are.
They sure
Animals are companion souls, and often they're here to just give us unconditional love. So one of my biggest gripes is about how cruel people are. How people can be really cruel to animals. And that's from my celebrity psychic. I can't find the lid. I've just got the back. My celebrity psychic pack of cards that I made.
Elizabeth also added that her daughter is an indigo child.
There you go. And she's very switched on. And I'm sure you've been with the past life with her. I'm being told she's part of your soul group, and she's actually here to do great things.
Oh, that's
You just
nice.
have to encourage her.
Our next question is from Tammy. Will the sale of the house I'm flipping go as planned and provide me with the financial outcome I'm hoping to achieve?
Yes, I do feel it will, but I feel that it's bloody taking time, isn't it? I just get delays. I just feel you need to stick to it. And the other thing I get with you, I feel you need to give, I'll go back to this because I swear by it, you need to give the place a smoke out with some sage. So you start at the front door, you close all the windows, and you get a big pot, and you put some alfoil in the bottom, you get the sage, and you light it, and then you wait till it lights, and then you put the lid on, and then you take the lid off and you smoke it. You need to smoke out the whole house to get rid of any negative energy there. And then once you've done that and you've aired all the house, let all the smoke out, you light a candle, and you need to walk around the house and tell it that I love your house, but you have to go. I need as much money as what I can get. It's like you have to talk to the house. It's a very powerful technique, and I've done it many times in my houses I lived in, and I've always got top dollar when I've done that. So you clear it out and you do that. But I just get delays with you. But I feel that if you do that, you will get. I feel probably I'm getting more the warmer months. I feel definitely this year, I feel you'll have great success and you'll do really well. So don't worry, but you really need to clear it out. Then you need to give it a blessing, walking around the house, thanking it for whatever it's done, and then you wait and see. It'll go boom. I feel you'll be very successful.
Amazing. There you go, Tammy. And your card for today is Michael Hutchins. Love deeply. Love your house.
Love your house.
There
And you know what? You deserve that money because you've worked so hard.
So, Tony Coppins has asked, will my finances come right soon? My business has been slow, even though I've been advertising. Yeah.
Again, when everything is slow for me in my world, I'll go into my home where I live, and I'll give it a total, I know this sounds crazy, but it's like alchemy in a way. If my business is slow, nothing's working, I'll go into my home and I'll be a total bitch, and I'll rip it to pieces, get rid of all the shit. I'll get rid of all the clutter, I'll clean it, the walls, everything, whatever, I'll, get it really going, make it smelling nice, fresh air. And then I'll go to my office, clear that, and then things will change. It's amazing. I always declutter.
You also wrote a book on Feng Shui.
Yeah, I did a Feng Shui, yeah. I really believe that if you want to because the house is the foundation of the home, of your life. So if you want to be successful, you need to go back to where you live, get it in order, and the kind of the rest takes over. That's how it works, because you're creating abundance.
Absolutely. There you go, Tony. Your card today is Walt Disney. Explore all your possibilities.
That's right. Be the magician. Look, have a look at this kooky stuff.
Yeah. What else?
It does work. Feng Shui is a very powerful tool because it's actually changing the chi in the energy in your home. So if I'm having problems, I'll go through everything. I'll just clear the house out, get rid of all the clutter, and then give it a smoke out. Then I'll go through my clothes and my cupboards. You know how you collect everything, and honestly, bang, new opportunities come.
Yeah, need to make space for that new energy.
Absolutely. You need to create your life. You need to manifest your life, and you do it through clearing clutter.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kerrie. So the next question is from Anne. Hi, ladies. Would love to know if you see me doing healing work instead of what I'm currently doing.
I feel you'll do both. I'm getting that you'll do both. Look, I don't know if Dad's passed over. I've got a mail arranged, either your dad or a grandfather or something. They had problems walking, and they're saying you've always been a sweetheart. You're very kind to everyone. You do have an affinity with animals, apparently. Like you're very soft. And you need to do both. But with the healing stuff, look, honestly, you don't make a lot of money. So it's something you need to build up a reputation with any sort of business. If you want, like, I'm a business person, but I've been doing psychic since I was 17.
Wow.
But I've done so many courses, done so many things, and I know how to run a business. I've been doing it for so many years, so I'm successful at it. But when you're first starting out, it's like you have to build it, build it, build it. So I feel you could do both. Still working, making money, putting food on the table, and then doing it on the side, and then you'll build it up, because usually it's by word of mouth.
It really is.
I've never advertised. I don't. It's always been word of mouth, or I have an internet web. I have a website that people book me through, but I don't have to ever look for work. It always comes to me.
Yeah, because when something's really good, you always want to tell your friends.
It's really word of mouth, and like often people say, oh, do you know a good healer, or do you know a good psychic, do you know a good medium, do you know a good whatever, and I get so many people by word of mouth. So and so told me about you, blah blah blah. Okay, great. Instead of don't ring me up and test me out, because I won't give you a reading or anything. They're the worst sort of clients.
Don't do that.
Don't ever do that. Like, I'm just testing you out because I've already been to Sally down the street and she told me blah blah, and I just want to see what you think, and just say, get lost, you're wasting my time. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, you've got to have trust and belief.
You've got to open yourself up, and you've got to have a bit of respect for the medium. That's what it's about.
Did I do a card? Yes, I did. So Elizabeth also said that she believes she was a medicine woman in a past life, and now she formulates skincare to help heal skin conditions.
That's beautiful, because she's carrying that sort of energy from that past life, and that's part of your life purpose, because you are here to help people and help humanity. And so that would give you a lot of happiness, because when you find something that you really love, like you're the actress, okay? You love it so much, you're successful, and that's what you're doing, because you love it. And that's what you do. You're here for service, and people would love you. And I just feel you're going to be very successful. Also, I'm getting some sort of writing for you. I feel you may even write, or you might even, some writing, or someone may help you write a book or something is what I'm getting. That I can see that for you in the future.
There you go. And I pulled a card for Elizabeth before. So we'll move to the next question. Liv Harris, is there anything in my past lives I could use to guide me in my current life? Any lessons?
I feel that's something. I feel it's a very personal thing. Like to say, oh yeah, I see you was an Indian, and you're riding a horse because you like freedom and blah blah blah. But it's got to resonate with you. I feel you need to tune into yourself more, and also you would find all those things that you're looking for through meditation. And meditation is when you go within. It can even only be for like 20 minutes a day. You'll start to silence your mind, you'll start to go in with yourself, and you'll start to connect with your soul energy, or your higher self, which is connected to, all those past lives and stuff, and it'll come to you, because it's a more powerful experience if you own it yourself, is what I always say.
Sometimes the answers lie within.
Like with me, sometimes people will come through, like with you today, and I said, your grandfather's talking, he was from England, and you said, yeah, that's correct, our family's from England. I said, well, he's talking about you used to be a Shakespearean actress in a past life. You know, it came through. But I get my information through spirits. But in this case, I feel it's something you need to go within. And on my website, actually, I've got a lot of past lives meditations you can have a play with.
Oh, I've done one of those. That was excellent.
Yeah, so
Highly
they're there.
recommend.
So have a muck around, have a play. Oh my God, you know, have a look at it.
And Liv, your card for today is George Michael. Play, dance, and sing.
I just feel you've got a lot more joy coming into your life. I don't know what's been going on, but I just feel your life's kind of been like at a standstill. It's kind of been flat in a way. So I really feel your energy's starting to shift. I think maybe you're realising, you know, what about me, you know, sort of thing, and starting to have a good time.
Yeah, love that. Okay, our next question is Vanessa Stevenson. I want to move to the Blue Mountains if I can and move my job there as well. Do you see this happening for me in 2026?
Yes, I do. I feel it's something you're a person, once you set your mind to something, you will. And I do feel the Blue Mountains will be very good for you because I feel you love to be in nature, you love the bush, you love all that sort of thing. It makes you feel alive. I see wherever you're going, there's a lot of birds. And I feel it's going to be very good for you. And I feel you're going to be very happy there. And also, I feel that there may be some sort of new work coming for you is what I'm getting once you move there. Did she say she wanted to have her own business?
She didn't say that, but she said, can I move my job there as well?
I get that, you will. And I feel that you'll be running your own show because it's kind of like your own business. I'm getting some sort of new work there is what they're saying. And I feel it's going to be a complete change for you. Because I don't know where you are, but it's almost like you don't belong wherever you live. It's like I don't fit in, I don't belong here. It's like, oh, you know, it's stressing me out. So once you make the move, it'll be fantastic. And I feel that you'll really thrive up there. And I've definitely seen new work coming for you. So yes, you'll get what you want. And I feel whatever you're doing, you're very good at it.
Amazing. Well, we have the card, Jackie Collins, Be Real.
That's
There you
about
go,
being your
Vanessa.
authentic self. And I feel this move is all about you being your authentic self.
Okay, our next question is, we have Tammy again. We'll skip that. Morgana. I strongly... no, it's already been said. A few double up questions here. We have a new one from Anna. Hi, Kerrie. I've recently been feeling anxious and stuck. Will I stay in my workplace or is something else on the horizon?
Look, I just feel there's a lot of stress going on in your workplace, and I don't see you staying there. I don't know if it's the management, it's a male, it's sort of like the boys' club in a way is what I'm getting. There's something sort of terrible, not good, you know, for the soul. So I don't feel you're going to stay there because I feel you're in the wrong job. So I do feel there's a change coming up for you. I feel it's going to be very good. It's just like you're being undermined. Also, there could be some sort of new study or new learning in this new job. So it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And I feel, because I just feel so, what can I say? I want to cough. It's just, you know, it's sort of heavy energy where you are. It's almost like the boys' club, the man thing. It's sort of like, I just feel, I don't know how you go to work every day, to be honest. So you won't be staying there. There's another job coming up for you. Look, just honestly, just hang in there till this other job comes and you won't believe yourself. And it's just been so exhausting. People are really toxic. And I feel there's a lot of unhappy people there is what they're telling me. So the main thing is you really need to cut the ties with that place. It's on my website. And also you need to really put some protection up because if it was me, I'd have my bra full of crystals. You know, dark crystals to keep away the heavy energy there. It's not a nice place. It's toxic.
So hold on, Anna, you can do it. And your card for today is Amy Winehouse, stay truthful and brave.
Yeah, you don't deserve that. Nobody deserves to work in those circumstances, do they?
No, absolutely not. And it's bad for the soul, bad for your health.
So that's how you get sick. It's just like bullshit, excuse the French.
It really is.
Wow.
Our next question is from Sylvia. Kerrie, can you tell me what's going on with my daughter?
I just feel that your daughter, I feel she's sort of been stuck in a rut in a way. It's sort of, I feel, and because you've always had a very good relationship with her, and I don't feel she's willing to talk about it yet is what I'm getting. So I feel she will in her own time. If it was me, I'd be writing her a letter because at the moment it's sort of like there's no communication. It's like she's sort of backed you off. So I'd write her a beautiful letter and just tell her how you feel. But you need to go very kindly, very gentle, not so full on, because I know you're frustrated. When I tune into you, it's like you want to pull your hair out. So I feel just take a gentle approach And I feel there's definitely changes, and just say, look, if there's anything I can do for you, because I love you and I'm just worried about you, because when you're ready, can you please come and talk about it, you know? And I feel she will. I feel she will, but I just feel that she's not feeling good about herself. And also, I don't know whether she locks herself in a room, but I feel the room's very dark and it's not nice. So I'd be maybe giving that a bit of a smoke out too, and put some fresh air in there. But, you know, write her a letter, because I just feel sometimes I think, you know, as mothers, we can be a little bit confrontational.
Yes, gentle is best.
I feel gentle, nurturing, just take it very slow. I would write her a letter. You know, I'm not the best mother in the world, because I'm not talking to one of my daughters at the moment, but I've just given her the space,
Yeah.
you know, to get on with the life.
Sometimes time heals.
I just feel there's a lot of darkness. It's emotional stuff. So write her a letter. You know, I just feel the rooms, where she lives, it's kind of quite dark.
Sylvia, your card is Athena Star Woman. Fly high and don't forget to breathe.
I know it's horrible when you see your kids going through hard times, but sometimes you need to back off, and maybe write them a letter and just give them the space, and they'll come to you when they're ready. If you try and force it, you know, it's not going to work. So that's what I'm doing at the moment with one of my daughters. Sort of backed off and just let her work it out. When she's ready, she knows, you know.
I think it's a good option. The next one is quite a big question. Deb says that she would love to know her purpose in this life.
I feel that something, you know, when I tune into you, I feel that you're a jack of all trades. And I just feel there's a lot of confusion around you at the moment. I feel you've got a lot of emotional stuff going on. And I feel it could be like a lot to do with your relationships or what's happening in that sort of section. And what I'm getting for you, I feel it'd be really good for you to go and like maybe see like a counsellor and just sort of talk it out, because I just feel you're very lost. It's almost like you don't know your purpose, you don't know where you're going, because I feel a lot of your stuff's emotional, and I feel it could be something from the past on an emotional level, is what I'm getting. So if you, I think you know what that is, and even maybe if you just start blogging or writing, start with writing, you know how you write
Yes.
like a
it's
journal,
good to get it out.
just write the journal and just write down how you feel, 'cause it's almost like you've lost touch with how you feel within yourself. And I feel you're kind of like an empath in a way. You're very sensitive, you feel things. But sometimes I can see like you're in a cocoon, is what I'm getting. And I feel it's like emotional fibres. It's like a labyrinth, you know? I'm in a labyrinth when I tune into you. It's sort of like, whoa, it's quite thick and it's all wrapped around you and like a spider's web. And it's sad because it's making you sad, because you sort of don't have no purpose. So I feel start with the journal. Start to write down things, how you feel, like you're talking to yourself, like you're your best friend. And then I would definitely maybe get some counselling, because I feel that you need to sort this, because you've been doing this for a long time.
Journaling is your higher self. Okay, your card today is Frida Kahlo. Never compromise.
No. It's kind of like a depression in a way, is what I'm getting. It's kind of like a depression, but you know, you sort of lost yourself, and I feel it can be sorted.
That's good.
I feel you need like professional help, but start with something simple like writing a journal. You know those journals you write? I mean, they're very powerful, because you're sort of out of touch with even yourself,
and
not just other people.
Spider web, it might be good just to funnel it out.
And it will funnel out when you start writing.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Correct.
Amanda has asked, hi ladies, will I find my feet and start to thrive at work? And do you see a partner coming into my life?
Look, I feel with you, Amanda, I feel that you've had a lot on your plate, and I feel your main priority has been kids, school, with them, that sort of thing, and, you know, sort of just trying to make things right. And it's almost like you're the mother and the father. It's like you're trying to do everything. I just feel like you don't have enough time for you. And it's because you're a bit of a, what do you call it? You're a free spirit. And, you know, you like to go off and do things. You like to be free. And, you know, you're very busy. But it's like you're confined in this space. So it's like you're wanting time. You're wanting time and organisation. Look, with you, I feel things will really improve for you next year. And also, I feel in the summer months, and winter's not a good time for you either, because you like the sun, you remind me of an indigenous person, because you like the sun, you like the on your skin, you like the water, you like the sea, you got a lot of energy. But I definitely get that you're trying to sort out your family life at the moment, and your work and everything. But I feel next year, I feel it's a much better option for you. I definitely feel that you'll be back in the dating game again, and I I feel, but now it's all priorities around work and children at the moment. But I feel more next year. I feel there's an opportunity for you to meet someone, and I feel this person's like a business person. He's quite financial. It's not someone that's going to ride you like you've maybe done in the past. But I definitely see, or not talk to you because it's this guy. I feel it could even be like a water sign, someone he can communicate. Because your problem is that you really need a man that you can really communicate with. Because I feel that you sort of attract these men that they don't hear you or listen to you. You're sort of doing this all the time, and it's very bloody frustrating, isn't it? And you're a very strong individual. You like your freedom. You don't like being told what to do. You're very strong. You're very strong-minded. But I definitely get a beautiful man coming in for you next year, and I feel he's like a gentle sign. I feel he's very patient. Beautiful. And I feel you'll be a lot happier. Yeah, and also there could be a move coming up for you too around that time.
Beautiful. Amanda, your card today is Robin Williams, Expand Your Energy.
Yeah, you just it's tough at the moment. It's winter, it's dark, it's raining, it's cold.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm being squeezed. It's like I'm seeing like a toothpaste and it's all squeezed out and there's nothing in the tube. And that's it, you're a squeezed toothpaste with nothing in the tube. But things will change towards the warmer months, sorting out the kids. And also, I think the other thing I'm getting with you don't have a lot of support. I feel there's a lot of people around you that they say they're friends, but they're not. And that's another thing you'll be looking at.
There you go. Rachel she said, this is a lot, but my sister called me the other day. She said she went into the lounge room and the baby swing started swinging, turned itself on and then started playing the music on its own. Then the heater sparked and burnt the whole circuit. She's very freaked out. What is trying to be told? Is there a presence?
Yes, there is. I feel it's an old man in your house, and I feel that it's sort of like a poltergeist because he's moving things around, he's putting the lights and that. He's just trying to get your attention. I don't feel he's bad. I don't feel it's anyone. I don't feel it's a bad spirit. I just feel it's like an old man who's confused. So I'd definitely be getting, if it was me, I'd definitely be giving that house a big smoke out, and really smoke it out and see what happens then. If not, ring me and make an appointment and we'll clear it.
Is there anything that you shouldn't say when you're smoking out? Or
No, just give it a smoke out. Close all the windows, smoke the house out. As I said, the routine, I've said it before, in the pot with the alfoil, break the up, light it, put the lid on, close everything down, because it's just an old male spirit. I feel there's two, there's a male and a female. It's just old people that I feel may have lived there before. And it's bloody frustrating and they don't belong there.
Time for them to go.
Yes. Not harmful though, just annoying.
Yes. Your card today is David Bowie, Take Time to Play and Explore.
Yeah, so you need to have your options, so because you kind of know there's something there, so you need to take action. And once you do it, it's not a big deal. Things will go back to normal and things will start to progress in a much better area. Because often, did you know when you have spirits in the house or earthbound spirits, they can actually muck around with your emotions. You can get flus, colds, that sort of thing.
Definitely. I heard about someone I know, their child had ADHD and all these problems at school, and then there was actually an entity.
Yes, they got rid of it and then it went. Yeah. That's called, they're usually dark shadow people, but yeah, you need a medium. I do that sort of work, but you just got to clear it. Once you do it, your life will return to normal, but it's bloody frustrating, I know, but the ones you've got, I feel you've got two and they're not harmful. It's just bloody annoying. And the worst thing you can do is, oh no, I know I've got an old lady spirit living in my house, but I really like her. I feel sorry for her. Sorry, she's not a pet. She's got to go. She doesn't belong here.
Time to go. Next question is from Nancy. Hi ladies, I just feel so lost lately. Not sure what to do, just feel like I need a new change. So much has happened in the past year. Do you see me moving house, changing jobs and things getting better?
I absolutely do. Look, you're complaining, but I actually feel it's like liberation time with you. When I tune into you, I think, finally you're getting your shit together. You've been through a lot of changes. As I said, this is a universal 9, and it's so in a 9, it's like you get shaken. Yeah. Shaken. Usually people leave jobs, they move, they finish relationships. So I feel you've come a long way, and I'm being told you need to keep going. So I get a lot of positive energy coming in. At the moment, you're sort of a bit scared. You've got a lot of fear around you. And did she say she was looking for a new job?
She says, will I get a new job, changing jobs?
I get another job because I see a contract for you is what I'm getting. There's a contract for you here. I'm just having a quick look. And I see you getting a new job, and I feel it's fabulous because new job, new job, new money, new life, move. Life's going to change. Next year's going to be absolutely. You're going to look back and think, geez, that was a powerful year. And it's teaching you to believe in yourself, and you're a powerful person. So it's a beautiful thing.
Sometimes things are happening for a reason.
They do. It's sort of like the end of a part of your life is finishing, which is kind of weird and confusing in a way, but at the same time very liberating.
Well, your card today is Judy Garland. Think big. Dream.
You need to dream big, and you need to keep going. She's got some wonderful things happening, so it's beautiful, and all the best to you.
All the best to you.
Yeah, exciting.
Yes. And our next question is Tanya. She says, "Hi Kerrie, I'm applying for a car loan on Monday to buy a second-hand car. Do you see the future car that will be the best car for me, please?"
Look, I'm not that good, okay? Make sure you get it checked by the NRMA. I feel once you get this car, it's going to give you so much. You'll be able to get around more. You'll get more things done. There's more opportunities coming. It's the best thing you could have done. So very good idea. And, you're a person that it takes a while with you, but once you get going, nothing stops you. So, yeah, I feel it'll be very good. Very, very good. But make sure you get it checked out by the NRMA. I don't know if you've got a male friend or a male relative that needs to come with you as well. And I feel you might even get one of those government auction cars. That's what I'm getting. I don't know about that. They just said government auction cars.
Good luck with the new car, Tanya. Your card is Princess Grace of Monaco. Believe in your dreams.
And hey, who's to say in 10 years you don't have a Porsche?
That's right. Karen says, "Hi gorgeous ladies, we've recently branched out with our business and wondering if you can see it taking off anytime soon. We are not sure what to do differently to really get it out there. It is an animal related business. Thank you."
The first thing I'm getting for you is you need to get a good marketer. Because it's almost like people don't know who you are. I mean, you need to do like the social thing. You do that.
Yeah.
Tell her what to do. The PR, the market. That's what you do.
Making sure that your brand is, you've first thought of your brand colors and how you're going to represent yourself. Your social media is up to date. Your Facebook's up to date. That you're putting out YouTube videos.
Marketing.
Also, a lot of people now, they're wanting to learn. They want to be educated. So is there a way that you can do educational videos on your Instagram about your business? And then that will make people follow you and then look to you.
It's all about social media, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah.
Because people don't know you, but you've got a wonderful business. You've got a very successful business, but it's not being marketed properly is what I'm getting.
And just getting some people to try your business for free even, and getting them to do reviews, getting photos of them, using the business, whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you need to do. It's all about marketing.
Your card is Whitney Houston. Aim high, sister. You've got this.
Look, I feel if you get all that done and dusted, you'll be run off your feet. Because I feel this is something you've been wanting to do for a very long time. And I see a lot of success in. I just feel there was more people like you doing that sort of thing.
Love that. Vanessa says, "I'm planning to move away from Sydney to a semi-country, smaller town, cheaper lifestyle, but I can only do this if I move from my current job. If I can move my current job there, do you see me moving country area in 2025?
2025?
This year, will she move to the country?
I feel that I'm getting more next year. More next year. I don't see this year, no, because she doesn't even know where she wants to go.
Yes.
And she's still sorting out a job because she's got to go where there's work. That's what I'm getting. I get more, places like Wollongong or something, or I don't get like, Bathurst or anything like that because you got to go where the work is what I'm getting. But I do feel you will move out of Sydney. I feel it will be very, very good. Also, I feel it could be like even coastal. I feel there's a coastal town that you live in, you'll be very happy. But you'll go to where the work is. You would never not go to a place where you don't have work because that would absolutely scare you. And you don't want to be unemployed because that's what you don't do because you don't do poor, okay? So you need to look around the jobs and get the job first and then you move. But I definitely see a move out of Sydney. I'm getting it's more coastal though. I feel it's more north.
Okay. And your card today is Harry Houdini. Always trust your gut. It's a perfect card. So we have another general past life statement. Can you tell me what I was in my past life? Have I learnt my lesson from Vivian? Does she need to meditate as well?
I feel definitely that I can't tell you about the past lives because I'm not that good and I'm not tuning into you like that tonight. But I do get that you need to investigate yourself. Maybe go and have a past life. Okay. With Vivian, I feel she was just a lesson. And I feel that the main thing I'm getting for you is you need to trust your intuition more, your gut, because I feel you're missing the red flags that have been very clearly given to you by Spirit, because you have very strong feelings, but it's like you're not listening. And you're thinking, like you're getting warning, Dr. Smith, whatever, but you still sort of go ahead, but you've got to stop doing that because that's how you sabotage yourself.
Okay, so maybe a past life regression. And your card for today's Kobe Bryant, share your knowledge.
I feel that, it's almost like you sabotage yourself, I have to say, like you're your own worst enemy, because you are highly intuitive, but you can't keep giving people a goes all the time. And there are some nasty people out there, and I feel there's a lot of jealousy around you too. So, you need to, it's more about loving you, is what I'm getting at this time in your life. And you can do that very easily in the mirror. You say, I'm a beautiful person, I love you, I deserve the best always. Affirmations in the mirror, looking through the eyes, which are the windows of the soul. Because I feel there's just this confusion about loving you. And that way you'll lift the vibration, you'll start to attract better people into your life. No more toxic people or whatever coming into your life and treating you cruelly, because you don't deserve that. You may have done it before, but you don't need it. It doesn't serve you any longer, does it?
I feel like self-love is such an important...
Absolutely.
It's the basis,
because when you start to love yourself, you'll attract a different genre of people in. But this year, bloody hell, I've spoken to, and myself, I spoke to so many people. It's about doing a massive clearing of clutter of the wrong people around us. But when the people go, it's sad in a way, but they weren't really your friends in the first place.
Yeah.
Were they?
Sometimes it's painful.
Yeah. Look, I had a girlfriend for, probably 30 years, and she shafted me, her and her sister, and it was devastating. And, I did nothing wrong, and, I think, well, at the end of the day, if you can't talk about it, you're not my friend. See you later anyway.
Yeah.
They're not the right people, are they?
Absolutely. The next question is from Rachel. Please, ladies, can you tell me if my son will beat his demons and not keep self-medicating? Will he beat his addictions? He's such a deeply spiritual person, but he has lost his way. I'm very scared.
I feel it's his decision. Something like AA would be really good for him, or people that, work with addictions. And I hear, I have quite a few clients that are alcoholics. They go, oh no, I don't want to go to the council. I hate going to those meetings. But you have to, because, like, for example, alcoholism is an addiction. And the same as, drugs, it's an addiction. So it's like going to a group, sitting in a group, and it's their decision. I don't feel there's anything you can do, like often people will go to the bottom before they go to the top. Definitely. But addiction is a very painful gig, and, you just want to pull your hair out because it's devastating to see your child like that. But, it's a really tough thing, but I feel definitely he needs help, because he's definitely got sort of big demons, and he needs the proper medication, and the counselling professional help is what I'm getting, because he's not going to do it on his own. So I feel you just need to sit him down and talk about it. He needs professional help, and I feel he will get that, and I feel it's through a male. Yeah.
Okay. And your card for today is Elizabeth Taylor. Love yourself, you're worth it.
That's true. Look, it's just a very sad time, especially, like addictions and alcoholism, that, they're diseases. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing, and, it's...
The next question we have is Colleen Cook. Hi there, ladies. We had someone come into our life with his son, but made us feel burdened. Wanting to know, was he innocent in his involvement in our family or not?
I feel he was very manipulative, I have to say. And I feel you sense that. Like, I feel that, you really need to trust your gut with that one. And I feel this person's done this to a million people. Often you get these people that come in and they're like parasites. And, they infiltrate and they get you to feel, I call them the poor me's of the world.
Yeah.
Poor me, poor me, poor me. And you feel sorry for them, and we save them, we want to help them, then all this shit happens, and then suddenly, they'll split the whole family.
Yeah.
So I feel that guy was very manipulative. I said, see you later, mate, we can't help you, bye, you need to go someone else, call the Salvation Army. Seriously, that was... I feel you kind of knew before, as soon as you met him, but you felt sorry for him. And often people that are poor me's, it's like the energies. It's the intimidator, people who intimidate you. The interrogator, where'd you go, what'd you do, what'd you have for lunch today? Ask you all the questions. The poor me. They're the worst because they're the ones who, as soon as you stop helping them, they backstab you and they're out to kill you. And then you have the aloof. Oh, how are you? Okay, the ones who don't communicate. So there's all those different energies. But the poor me's are the ones that you really need to get rid of out of your life because they'll suck you dry. They'll take everything they can because that's how they thrive. They're like, I call them the parasites. Yeah, so don't let him back in.
Sometimes you've got to cut them off early. So we have James Dean. Don't try, do it.
Just do it. And, just say, I'm sorry, we can't help you. Goodbye. I feel this guy's done it to quite a few people. They go around.
Most likely.
We've all had that experience, haven't we?
Yeah.
The guests that never left. Yeah.
Our next question is Marnie. She says, hi ladies, I'm feeling very low right now and nothing seems happy at home or work. I should be happy. Will things pick up?
I feel they definitely will, but I feel that you've got like a depression or something at the moment because I see a dark cloud out of you. I'd go and have a talk to the GP if I was you and just tell them how you're feeling because, don't get any, I don't know if you need any antidepressants, but I just feel that your life is out of control because it's like you've got a lot of stuff on you. You're mulling stuff in your time. Like your brain's very busy. You think, and it's tough. It's a lot of emotional stuff in your life is what I'm getting. And I feel you need to sit down and really think about what that is and how should I deal with this? How should I deal with my emotional baggage I've got in my head at the moment? Because that's what's making me unhappy. And I feel just by talking to someone would be very helpful. Would be very good because I just feel you're stuck in your head.
Well, yeah, the GP can give you a mental health care plan.
That's true.
Your card is Lucille Ball. On a bad day, work is the best medicine.
That's true. So a lot of people do throw themselves into work because this is diversion, but definitely the mental health program in conjunction with just keep yourself busy and keep working because I feel you're very good. It's almost, but the trouble is you're just feeling numb because you're overburdened with all this chitter chatter in your head. That's what's going on. So get onto that mental health program. It's empowering when you find a cure, isn't it?
It really is.
It really is, yeah.
We have another question from Tammy asking, when I sell my house in Curl in February, will I find another house in Curl and have no mortgage?
I feel definitely I'd get a smaller place for you, but I feel it's back further from where you live. It could even be the next suburb. I don't feel it's in an exact place, but I feel it's a nearby suburb, but I feel it's further back. Because I feel you'll get very good money where you are, but it's a smaller place, but it's further back is what I'm getting. Could even be another suburb is what I'm getting. Maybe on the other side of the highway, if whatever that is.
Your card is Albert Einstein. Open your mind. You have infinite possibilities.
Right. Well, I think we've come to the end because we've gone over.
We have.
Yes.
9:02.
So look, next time we'll be back in 2 weeks, and if there's any questions with past lives, have a read of Dolores Cannon. If you're interested in any of my books, they're up on the website, and I think one of the books that was the bestseller was my book on mediumship, and that I don't know if that's still available. It could be like an ebook. Yeah. I've got a lot of ebooks available. I don't know because a lot of them sort of sold out, but that was very helpful if anyone's interested in mediumship and exercises and stuff. But if you're interested in past lives, I highly recommend Dr. Brian Weiss. He was pretty good. I trained with him. I tried with the Newton Institute I trained with, but I feel the best person I ever worked with was the Quantum Healing with Dolores Cannon Academy, and her daughter runs it now in the States. But there's lots of people here in Australia that actually can academies that can teach her work.
Amazing.
Yeah, in Australia. Yeah.
Well,
Lorna Jackson in Queensland is one of those people that has an academy where we both train with Dolores together, and Lorna runs those courses, and she's very, very good.
Fantastic. So sage your houses, everyone.
Yes, sage your house and, just tuck down. We've only got, 1 month to go? And then we'll be into spring, and that's when you'll be feeling fabulous, and there'll be more light in your life to lift yourself. But look, I have free meditations on my website too.
And they're amazing.
In the audio section, they're free. You can download them, and there's some past lives there. I think I've got Egypt. I think I've got a Viking lifetime. There could be a few, but have a look.
Cord cutting is one of my favourites.
Cord cutting's really good for people that no longer serve you or jobs. That's a very powerful thing.
Yeah.
We've even got a past life of Jesus. Lots of things. So see if there's anything there that interests you, and just enjoy it and take care. Lovely to connect. I'm sorry I had the cough. And if you're going on a plane or a train or a bus, wear a mask. Because there's so much COVID around and these germs, like I don't know where I picked mine up, but cough, it's driving me crazy.
You did quite well though with the cough.
Oh God, it's terrible. It started off with laryngitis.
Oh.
4 weeks ago I couldn't talk. And then it went sort of to this cough thing. It's ridiculous.
The coughs stay around for a long time.
They do, don't they? And I'm not a smoker. It's just this tickling thing in my thing. But anyway,
thank you, everyone.
Happy past life. We've all had past life. We all probably know each other. We've all, probably that's why you're all connecting to us, because we probably shared a past life together. I know you. Anyway, welcome. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well in this lifetime.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see you in 2 weeks.